Hey y'all, it's Sassy again with Make It Make Sense. And I'm here with Tek and Daveloc for part 2. Hey fellas.
Was that
So we had ended off part 1 with y'all telling us how do y'all game. Um y'all being in the game fit into y'all plans. So I want y'all to finish explaining to the youth and us um how do everything fit in y'all vision as far as being gang members and stuff like that.
So we just like we said, I'm Ted, I'm a blood, insane gorilla blood. I've been banging since I was 12. I'm 37. 25 plus years. Dave Lowe, he rolled a 60 crib. I like the thing, bro. 696, right? Because he was 12. So right. So, basically we went through the cycle of the gang aspects of being out there trying to gain recognition, rank, homage. We thought that getting killed, getting shot was a passage to manhood. We didn't have really people out there that was shying us in the right direction. So, we wanted the gang lifestyle. We lived it. We thrived for it. However, a lot of it was built around family. It was built around community. It was built around loyalty and honor. So despite the negative elements of it, it taught us a lot. It taught us things that we're teaching our kids in the reverse. Like I ain't have people teaching me how to be a man in terms of, you know, um, how to shave and how to groom myself and hygiene and how to love a woman and how to take care of my kids. I was taught the exact opposite. So going through those circumstances and going through the elements of trying to figure out the hallway, being shot, being stabbed, seeing my comrades killed, and all of that, being in prison instead of me sitting here, being a part of the cycle that continuously spit us out and chew us up and spit us out. I chose to educate myself. And once I educated myself, most of our leaders and turned their backs on us. So instead of me turning my back on my youth, I chose to be more proactive. I chose to, okay, it's time to pick up a book. It's time to, do some things that's meaningful. Because the African American communities is blamed for living amidst the negative forces, that makes up our environments. The drug sale, the addiction, the HIV and AIDS, the teen pregnancy, the juvenile delinquency, the high incarceration rates, the poor education, the crime, the fratricidal wars, and then the gangs in itself. And right, it must be understood that these oppressors, are responsible for creating the environments in which we live in and have done little to help relieve the strife that we are caught up in. The lack of action in dealing with these issues have perpetuated the mental perception that we have and that we have adapted and contributes to our existence around these issues in the first place. It's a cycle that keeps going on because we hurt each other. Like they say, hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And like for those who know anything about the Willie Lynch syndrome, the grand scheme was ultimately to keep us dependent upon the system, downtrodden, ignorant, and living as subhumans after the slavery was abolished. Slavery and racism never was eradicated. It's rather it's basically blatant manipulations that have evolved into a more subtle tactics. You know what I'm saying? So, like we had to take responsibility for our part, and that's what we're doing. So instead of us sitting there warring with each other, beefing with each other, we just put our minds together to come up with a way that we can reach our youth collectively and show them, like, yo, we beefing over some stuff that don't even have nothing to do with us. All over a color or over a gang or over a neighborhood set that was started before we was born that just continuously go on throughout the cycles. You know what I mean? Why not put the same love and loyalty that we put into these gangs? Why not put them into our family? Why not put it into a brand? Why not put it into a book? Instead of spray painting inside of a building or tagging up a wall, why not sit down and put that art on a canvas and then make thousands, make bands off of it, make millions off of it? Instead of sitting there arguing and saying crazy shit on Twitter or Instagram, why not put some bars on it and put some beats behind that and turn it into a song? You see what happened to King Von, you see what happened to Mo 3, you see what happened to Pop, Biggie. Though they took, a route that was they was able to provide for their family financially, they were still caught up in that cycle. And as a result, they fell victim to it. I'm tired of burying my young homies. I'm tired of burying them. You know, I'm tired of seeing them coming in and out these walls. And as a result of me not having the opportunity at this very moment to get back out there in society, I want to make sure that those who I have contact with, whether they be blood, crip, white or black, boy or girl, don't end up in this shit. You know what I mean?
Like, furthermore into our vision, it's like, first of all, my correct name is David Martin, but I just go by, Daveloc. But it's just like growing up in Cleveland on the east side, like the way I grew up, it was like, I really don't know how to explain it, in no sugarcoating, so I'm gonna just cut straight to it. Like, I was 4 and a half, watched my mother get murdered in front of me. Got no counseling from the system. Had a learning disability through school. Started boxing when I was 8. I'd have made it to having 2 boxing contracts, but each time, I crashed out and came in here because I was out there trying to live up to my name, trying to live up to the hype or reputation. And it's like at the end of the day, I'm the only one that's suffering. So like youth, they want to jump out there and get in that street life, but when that pressure get on them, they don't know how to stand up under it. And this type of pressure right here, that me and Tek standing up under today as we speak, most couldn't even manage to stand up under. So that's what the youth need to think about if they're looking for a vision on why not to join gangs, why not to do X, Y, Z. Like he said, he's been banging 25 plus years. I've been banging 28 years. Like, being an OG isn't to keep the same trend going that it was before it got to us. It's to make a change, whether that change be for the better or for the worse. And us being on death row together, I know they expect us to be going at each other, but we chose to make a plan and come together and make it for the best and not the worst. Which was, we started working out with each other to send out the videos to show people like it's more than just fitness for the body, it's also fitness for the mind. And like it's just too much going on out there, and it's not enough people out there trying to stand up and show the youth the better way, or trying to say, hey, go to this mosque or go to this church, or let me pay you a couple dollars to clean up out here, X, Y, Z. We don't got that no more. So if our voice can reach out to the people who do got them type of resources, then they more than welcome to, announce who they are or whatnot. And like the reason why we hold on to the gang nature is because being too deeply rooted in the gang life, it's no turning back. But however, we can turn correct by letting the youth know of the loss, hurt, and downfalls of our many